So, I sort of wanted to talk today about some misconceptions with the left and communism, socialism, all that good old jumble sort of stuff that happens on, so that's your right, so this side of the political spectrum. I mean, technically sort of a cross, but left and then right, but it means nothing. It's just policies collected and then put into one bag that sort of really don't adhere to that at all. This scale's economic, that scale's social. People go along the economic line, but ignore all the rest. Anyway, so misconceptions and points that I feel that most people get wrong about the left and what they are, who they stand for. Equally, the argument is put across to the right as well, which I will do in a separate video, but this one is for the left. And that is that people seem to think that anyone on the left is this sort of unwashed, uneducated muppet of a person who's completely liberal and, is for anyone and anything and will speak for a group who they feel as though they should be speaking for, even though they really shouldn't. But that, is not the left. That is liberalism. More specifically, radical liberalism or leftist liberalism. And when you have a political compass like this, admittedly, it's not the best scale to use. However, you have your authoritarian, libertarian spectrum. So authoritarian above the economic line, liberalism below the economic line, and then you've got the social line. So, towards the top here is authoritarianism, and then towards the bottom is liberalism. So, economic line, so you got, communism, and then, I suppose, corporatism or imperialism. Depends on what you deem as worse in terms of an extremist capitalist system. And then, we've done that bit. So, this is where most people on the left are going to be, obviously left of centre. Moderate leftists will be along the middle of this economic line. They're going to be just here, just above, or just below. Radical liberals, which is what everybody's getting confused with, is just down here, like all the way down there. So you've got, about 2 squares or so either side of moderate people, and then all these muppeteers of liberals who react emotionally to a situation at hand. Somebody says, "Oh, you know what? Our new policy is cut down on immigration," and they will bitch and whine, say, "Oh, you oppressor, you!" Oh, and they will speak up for a group who they have no part in. They were never asked to stick up for in the first place, and who, they're not even a part of these people's lives, and they're just it's like you say black, I'll say white. It's stupid. They will go against anything and everything that is slightly oppressionate, and the problem is that because they are going against what they deem as an oppressionate, they're actually oppressing anyone with a different view. If you're prime example, what's going on where I am at the moment, a nice, strong, traditional Catholic, and his view is so-and-so because it is adhering to an ancient Catholic tradition, and he's going in accordance with rationality and moral decisions. A Catholic Church teaching. He has chosen that. That is fair enough. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And that's what he wants to do, So going by these liberals, they should be respecting his point of view. They should be sticking up for him. They should be, oh, you know what? I disagree with what you have to say. However, I'm going to say it. Stand up. Oh, I disagree with what you say. However, I will stick up for you to be able to say that. That's what I was meant to say. That's what these radical liberal people should be doing. It's ultra liberals for everyone. Everybody should be able to. It's basically anarchism. Do what you want. That is radical liberalism. Except it's not. Radical liberalism is now oppress anyone with a different opinion to yours. Your opinion being exactly what is their opinion? Because they're sticking up for Muslims, for Jews, for gay people, for transgenders. If you note all that, it's all conflicting. How can an Islamic person, a strict, bear in mind, Islamic person, be advocating for gays and transgenders? Because it's against their religious doctrine. So you can't stick. Whose side are you on? You can't stick up for everyone. It's anarchism. And yet you're being highly oppressionate. So are you down here? Are you up here? You're certainly not moderate. So, yeah, no, the left aren't these kinds of people. I mean, although they probably would enjoy this, the economic value, not obviously not communism or strong socialism, somewhere centre, maybe a little bit to the left, but they do not represent the social left, unless you are a social anarchist, in which please label yourself as that, and stop supporting every single group and just say, ah! You know, it's annoying. Or, yeah, so these are radical liberals. The left are true left, not petty bourgeoisie, Corbynite, Muppets, or neo-Marxists, or fema-Marxists, or fema-Nazis. True, proper Marxists, Marxist-Leninists, socialists, socialites, communists, left of centre, the educated people who know where they stand, who have their own made-up policies by reason or emotion, accepting that their policies are by emotion, being able to back up their argument on why they support those policies, have a strong standing ground on where they are, and know exactly what they're doing. That represents the true left. And it also it's the same for the true right, but we'll get onto that in a different video. That is the true left. The true left are people along this line, you know, this being the left, this being the centre, who can be here, 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 or here. Even this, the most extreme communism, even there, you can have moderate people. That is fine, because they know where they stand, they can back up their argument. If you can back up your argument using evidence, using reason, not rationality necessarily, but reason, then that is fine. That is not the case with these radical liberals. They are based on purely emotion and ignorance, and it is annoying. There's no need for a better word, annoying. Especially to leftists, and we'll discuss the same about the rightists in another video. But it's the same for both sides of the political spectrum. You have got these people perverting what it means to have a certain view, and it's getting confused and conflicted, and then you'll have the mainstream media blow up. And wouldn't it be better if we just, I don't know. But there you go, that's my point. Radical liberals are ruining and perverting the system.